this has become my number one CEO pet peeve in the last 5 to 10 years of me working with teams and companies. And that is when I see any one of my team members or learn any one of my team members doing something that I classify as moving data, it drives me insane. I like the value of the human creativity is not expressed in any manner whatsoever when a human is simply moving data from an email to a PowerPoint, from a PowerPoint to a spreadsheet. And so my team's gotten really good at like looking at their work with those lenses, because like, oh shoot, he's going to call me on the fact that I'm moving data again. And so what happens, and what Notion is starting to unlock in our company, is we've really started to eradicate a lot of these situations where my team members were doing things that were literally just moving or recreating this data from one system to another. And when you eliminate all that, it will shock you at what percentage of people's time is spent doing that. And then that it's not just a single digit percent, it's a pretty strong double digit percentage of time that your team members are actually doing things that just qualify as moving data. Now you have to move data for the business to function, but what no code platforms like Notion offer, I think, is the opportunity to have the platform move the data when it's appropriate and how it's appropriate, how it's necessary, which means the humans don't have to do it anymore, which means they have a lot more time now to actually think creatively about their job, their team, and their company, which means more ideas will come out, more creative ideas. And that's been, that's been a really interesting thing that we've just started to see bubble up in our company. And that's what, regardless of your role, your value as a human worker in my companies is going to be based on your creative contribution to your role in the company. And the more I can free you up from doing mundane data moving work to sit around and think about what can we do better, faster, different, cheaper, and let that creativity come out. And that's what one of the things that really has me excited about where Notion in our team space is going to go.
Yeah, that's really cool. It strikes me that you have to have a CEO or a leader that will express that cultural expectation and reward it, and organizationally provide the tool set to make it plausible. Because I think a lot of people would say, oh, well, of course I want creative ideas for my people. I'll see you on the next 5 Zoom meetings back to back,
Right. Well, I've had to step in more than a few times with some of my team members once we've eradicated some, data moving of data function that they used to serve, and we've solved that. And now she doesn't have to move data anymore, or he doesn't have to do this anymore. And then they start to wonder, well, I've got some other things, but now what do I need to do next? And some of them are like, are you going to fire me because you're taking so much of the mundane data work that I normally do? And I've had to brainstorm with them about the creative process. And that's super fun, because then when you see the light bulb go off in their mind about, oh, what about this? And you get their wheels turning on the creative process in their role at our company. They feel empowered. They feel more excited. It's just super cool to see them do that. And that's the environment I want to give, all the teams that I work with, give them, elevate that human work experience. Everybody's scared about what AI is going to do. I don't have any fear about what AI is going to do, because there's going to be so much opportunity for the freeing of mundane human data work and letting the AI and letting the no-code platforms take that over, so that the humans can actually do what humans are uniquely gifted with. And that is the gift of creativity in your own world, in your own way, and expressing that yourself. And that's what I think that's what the value of work, and where a lot of work enjoyment is derived from.